The winter winds brushed over the bare cliffs of the Dead Sea Desert in 1947, carrying little more than the whispers of old secrets. Khirbet Qumran's rocky slopes, silent and sun-bleached, revealed nothing of what lay hidden beneath their surface. Among these stones, noise seemed sacrilegious until the day a young Bedouin shepherd, Muhammad al-Deeb, wandered into legend. Muhammad was not a seeker of mysteries nor a scholar in search of antiquity. He was simply chasing after a stray sheep, his feet scrambling over the rough terrain. The sun began its slow descent as he scanned the landscape, the lonely calls of his flock echoing in the vast silence. On a craggy ledge, an opening caught his eye, a black mouth set into the pale cliff. Could the sheep have fled inside? He crouched at the entrance, uncertainty holding him back, but curiosity nudged him forward. He picked up a stone and tossed it into the shadowy maw. The sudden, unexpected clang and soft cracking sound did not belong to the world of rocks and sand. Something ancient had given way. With cautious steps, he entered the cave. His torchlight flickered across rows of tall, dust-laden jars. His heart pounded, the world outside seemed to blur and fade. He reached out, broke a brittle seal, lifted a lid. Inside, tightly rolled leather scrolls hid in the dust of centuries. Their texture and careful wrapping spoke of hands long vanished. Muhammad could not have known that the parchments in his hands had been written by fingers from a lost era more than 2,000 years past. News spread with the urgency of discovery. Scrolls changed hands, from shepherd to dealer to scholar. Archaeologists converged on the desert, their brushes and trowels uncovering not gold or jewels, but fragile papyrus and parchment, ancient hymns, rules, sermons, and the fragments of sacred books. As the network of caves yielded more secrets, researchers uncovered hundreds of scrolls and thousands of fragments. 11 caves, each with its own silent collection of manuscripts. The writings reflected a unique community near the Dead Sea, with hymns that soared and rules that shaped their cloistered lives. These invaluable artifacts turned out to be nearly a millennium older than any surviving copy of the Old Testament at the time. The effect on scholars was electric. Here were the earliest known versions of biblical texts and documents that hinted at a past no one had quite envisioned. Teams raced to preserve and study the brittle scrolls, but controversy shadowed the find. Some documents were kept from publication for decades, fuel for rumors, scholarship, and debate. Did the scrolls challenge the ancient narratives, threaten tradition, or could they transform how we understood the religious evolution of the region? Not all questions found answers. Some secrets remain untouched, ensconced in the stubborn silence of unopened jars and unexplored caves. Are there still scrolls yet to be revealed by the desert's shifting sands? In time, the world came to see that the scrolls neither destroyed the old histories nor undermined faith. Rather, they illuminated the hidden corners of religious and intellectual life in ancient Palestine, enriching a picture that had once seemed so sparse. What began with a shepherd's search for a lost sheep released a voice from 2,000 years ago. Through parchment and ink, a nameless past spoke again, reminding us that the greatest stories may not be found in palaces or temples, but in the quiet persistence of a desert wanderer and the echo of curiosity, sharp as a stone in a forgotten cave.